things could have ended a lot differently. I think everyone remembers back in 2015 with the shooting of Sergeant Moore. And sadly, like we said, this community has been through tragedy with a police officer before. 3 years ago, convicted felon shot Sergeant Greg Moore, and Sergeant Moore did not survive. The community came together then. They are already doing that again today. We've seen an outpour of support for the Coeur d'Alene Police Department, especially here at Kootenai Medical Center and at the police department as well. Caroline Flynn has been covering that aspect of it. And Caroline, the police department says they're really not surprised to see it, but they're grateful at the same time.
Well, they told us earlier today that there might be a donated delivery of lunch. When we arrived, we have to tell you, we could not keep up with the amount of donations that were pouring through the door. Just minutes ago, another delivery of pizza, and we hear that they're just going to keep coming.
Coeur d'Alene Police Chief Lee White said this morning that it hasn't been an easy few years for his department.
We got a lot of stuff to do, as you can imagine. We still have families to take care of. We have a whole agency and officers who, as you know, are still reeling from the last event that occurred a couple years ago.
Neither does the community. In a span of 30 minutes today at the station, we saw countless food deliveries, flowers, and people bearing cards.
When I heard last night what had happened, immediately said, okay, tomorrow we'll be bringing pizzas to the Coeur d'Alene PD.
The Nate's New York pizza owner said he first did it when Sergeant Greg Moore was killed, and he continues to fundraise in his memory every year. Of today's delivery, he says it's the least he can do.
I've got a lot of friends in the law enforcement, and I just care about the men and women that are out there keeping us free and keeping us safe.
Lynn Buell is the wife of a Coeur d'Alene police officer. She says in times like these, the spouses mobilize and create meal delivery schedules, mostly with donations from local businesses.
It's huge for us. I mean, it could have been any one of our spouses. So just seeing the community come together.
It's just food, but for these officers with so much on their plate, it's one less thing to worry about.
And Lynn told me in the coming days, Caruso's, Texas Roadhouse, and Buffalo Wild Wings are going to be providing lunch and dinner to officers here. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Police Department, I'm Caroline Flynn. Aaron, I'll send it back to you.
Heartwarming to hear. Thank you so much, Caroline.